Okay, so it's the day of your driving test coming up and you've never took your driving test before. It's your first time. Or it could be a second or third time, but let's assume it's your first time. There's lots of things going to happen on that day. And if you're not used to it, nerves will take a hold. So you need to think about what might happen. And I'm going to try and give you lots of information here. So stay tuned till the end and it'll help you. So let's assume your driving test at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you're having 2-hour lessons, then this is going to be okay, because all you got to say is, well, I'll have an hour before the test. That gives me plenty of time to get to the test centre. If your test centre, say, 15-20 minutes away, that gives you time to get towards where the test centre is, maybe practice 1-2 manoeuvres, do a little bit of driving, set your test and so on. If you're having 1-hour lessons, normally, then you really want to say, I don't want to have an hour before my test, because the test itself is going to take nearly an hour in total from sitting in the test centre to get out of the test centre. So you don't want to kind of drain your energy levels. So maybe have half an hour for your driving test, and that will kind of compensate for that. So your test at 10 o'clock, that's what we're assuming. And the test centre's, say, 20 minutes away. So you're going to set off maybe 9 o'clock. That gives you lots of more time to get towards the area where the test centre is, practice a manoeuvre, maybe drive around in the test centre within a mile of the test centre, see if anything unusual is happening, like roadworks or they've closed a road and so on. So that you've got an idea what's going to happen when you start your test. Now, do practice your show me, tell me questions, because you're going to get asked that. Now, if your test is at 10 o'clock, there's going to be a sign near the test centre as you enter, say, don't enter until 5 minutes before. What I would say is get near the test centre if it's possible. Sometimes you can park just around the corner from test centres and look for cars coming out of the test centre from the previous test. If you go in too soon, you're going to be in the way of the previous test, and the examiner's going to come up to you and ask you to leave. So it's going to be more time wasted for you and more stressful. But get towards the test centre, say, 15 minutes before your test. And that way you can sit down, you can go through your show me, tell me questions, you can have your bonnet open, make sure you know what they all are, and you've got time to think and concentrate about what's going to happen. Because when that test starts, you want to be focused. You want to make sure in that first 5 minutes you're switched on. Because lots of people, when the test starts, they're not concentrating and they make a silly mistake in the first 5 minutes, either at test centre junction coming out of the test centre, or to do something stupid and do some 2 or 3 stalls in the first minute, and it just kind of throws them, and that's kind of set their standard for the rest of the test. So be ready for that start of that test. Okay, so that's why you need a little bit of time beforehand to kind of calm yourself down, think about what's going to be happening, and be ready for the start of the test. So when the examiner comes out at the waiting room, they're going to ask you for your license, they're going to check your license, they're going to ask you to sign the iPad, because they're using iPads now, and they're going to say to you, would you like your instructor or your family member to sit in the back of the car on your driving test? This is something that you need to speak to your family member or the instructor beforehand. Don't kind of wait till they ask you then, because it might be your instructor doesn't sit in the back of the test because there's no space, or they just don't want to sit in the back of the test because they don't need to. Or it could be the family member doesn't want you there. And you've got to think, well, is it going to help you or is it going to put you under pressure? So discuss this beforehand. Another thing also is when you go outside with the examiner after you've done your checks for your license and you've signed the iPad, you're going to get your eyesight test. And the eyesight test is where they're going to ask you to read a reg plate from just over 20 meters away. So if you've never done that before, practice it. You know, if you have to, measure it with a tape measure. You know, it's not hard, but you've got to get it right. Because if you can't get it right, they're going to ask you to do it again. And then I think on the third attempt, they might measure that. If you get it wrong again, you can't take your test. So if you're wearing glasses, bring them along, if they're for distance, that is. As you walk over to the car with the examiner after you've done your eyesight test, they're either going to ask you to sit in the car, or they're going to ask you to do your questions. They might ask you to open the bonnet, or they might ask you to answer the question to do with the brakes and so on. So be prepared for that first show me, tell me question. They'll ask you to sit in the car then, if you've done the question outside. They're going to walk around the car checking things. That's normal. They're checking that the tyres are fine. There's no damage to the back of the car or to the side of the car that's going to affect the car. Okay, so be prepared for that. They're going to sit in the car next to you in the passenger seat afterwards, and they're going to discuss the driving test. They're going to say, would you like me to explain it? Yes, please. Get used to their voice. What you've got to remember is that it's a stranger. It could be a man, it could be a woman, but they're there to help you. They'll try and make things clear for you. There's going to be a sat-nav involved, possibly, or road signs for up to 40 minutes of your driving test. And they'll be saying something like, I want you to follow the road ahead unless the signs say different, or unless sat-nav says different. But if they want you to go right or left, they'll be asking you in advance. If you don't understand what they're asking you, or you're not sure about the sat-nav, it's a bit unclear, ask them to confirm it. Okay? If you make a mistake on the test, try not to worry about it. Okay? Now, once you've kind of spoke to the examiner and you're clear about the driving test, they're going to say to you, right, when you're ready, we're going to set off. So you're going to get yourself ready. Your seatbelt's going to be on at that point. You're going to turn the engine on. You're going to obviously check that it's safe to do so. And it might be, in the first minute, they say to you, I want you to go out of this space, go to the left or right, and reverse into a parking space within the white line. So they might give you a maneuver in the first minute of your driving test. Okay, so be prepared for that. And that's why you need to be switched on in the first 5 minutes, because if you're not, you're thinking, oh, I didn't expect that, I didn't expect that. Next thing you know is you're actually reversing in between 2 bays rather than 1 bay. So focus, you know how to do the maneuvers, otherwise you won't be there, would you? So, or they could say to you, right, we're going to follow sat-nav straight away. So start the engine when you're ready and we're going to drive on, and you're following sat-nav, and they'll direct you out to this car park, and they'll say to you, at the end of the car park, we're going to go left or right. And then you're following the sat-nav. So be prepared for that. And remember, the first junction you come to near the test centre, usually the trickiest, because it might be simple, but because you're nervous, you've got to be careful. Okay? When you're on your driving test, 40 minutes maximum is going to be. You might go over that 40 minutes by a minute or so if you take a wrong turn. But if you do take a wrong turn, don't worry about taking a wrong turn. As long as you do it safely and you don't interfere with other drivers, then you're fine, aren't you? So if they're asking you to go first left and you miss the first left and you take the second left, don't worry about it. They'll probably say to you, don't worry about it, you've gone the wrong way, I might direct you back. Okay? So it's not going to be serious at that point. If you think you've made a serious mistake, don't worry about it. It can't be changed. But what you can do is focus on you being safe and what's happening around you, being aware of what's going on around you at the same time. If you start thinking about the mistake that's gone, all you're going to do is make another mistake. So focus on what you're doing. You're going to get pulled over 2 to 3 times on the driving test. And like I mentioned, you're going to get up to maybe 40 minutes on the sat-nav or signs. Depends on the route, depends on the test centre. It might be following sat-nav and halfway through it, they turn sat-nav off and you carry on following signs. So practice these things beforehand if you're not sure. On the driving test, you're going to get 1 manoeuvre, which is either going to be reverse into a parking space, which could have at the beginning of the test, forward bay into a parking space. You're going to get asked either, oh, so I'm just going past there. You're going to get asked to possibly park on the right or a parallel park. One of them manoeuvres you're going to get asked to do. And occasionally you're going to get pulled over and asked to do the emergency stop, but they'll pull you over to do that. So that's not compulsory, just optional. I think it's 1 in 8 will get asked to do that. So be prepared for that. So if they pull you over, they're going to say to you, we're going to do an emergency stop just like we've been practicing. So when it's safe to do so, drive on. That's what they'll say to you. Okay? But if they don't ask you, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. Along the way on your driving test, when you're driving along, they're going to ask you a show me question also. So the tell me questions at the beginning, where you tell them the answer. The show me questions, where you show them something like how to open a window, how to close a window safely, how to demist the back window by steaming up. Okay, so be prepared for that. When you're coming back to the test centre, and lots of people recognise the areas where the test centre is. Oh, test centre. Oh, look at time. I've been out for 35 minutes. Remember, you're still on the driving test until you're in the test centre, parked up, secured the car, and turned the engine off. Okay? That's when the test finishes, not 2 minutes before. So stay focused, because the last 5 minutes of your driving test is also quite critical. Okay? And once you've secured the car and you turn the engine off, all the examiner's going to say, I'll only be a minute, I'm just going to write down a couple of things and then I'll tell you what's going on. Now, if at this point you want your instructor to sit in the back for the debrief, then they're going to be walking over to the car and they're going to be either stood outside the window listening, or they're going to sit in the back and listen to the debrief. If you don't want them there because you're thinking, do you know what, I've driven my worst drive and I'm a bit embarrassed, then just tell the examiner, I don't want to listen, and the examiner's going to wave them away. Okay? Good luck on the driving test. I hope this quick video helps you to understand what's going to happen. If it does, fantastic. And I'm going to put a couple of little videos below to help you at the same time. Take care. Safe driving. Good luck on the day.